The month of June is very special for us Brahmins, and the reason for that is it is Mama's month, being 24th June as Mama's Day. So since when I am following this knowledge, I was 17 years old. When I heard about Mama and Baba, I had lot of attraction. And I felt that they are very high, elevated souls. My Lokik relatives told me that God teaches us. Would you also like to study? So I had a desire to know what does he teach us. So in the beginning they gave me introduction of Mama and Baba, and I felt very good that the God incarnates into Brahma Baba's body and he makes us deities. He transforms our sanskars. So I felt very good. It is a very elevated task to transform the sanskars. As soon as they showed me Mama and Baba, I had a special attraction towards them, as if I found my own mother, and I had that feeling. I still remember that feeling, and it is possible that this feeling came because my mother passed away when I was a child. So my childhood was in lot of distress. When I heard about Mama's story, I felt she's my mother, and her picture just her picture just set in my mind. There is one Dhyani Dadi, and I had to go to her, and she gave me this knowledge. She showed me few pictures of the course. Then I came back to Jalandhar district in my village. At night I used to see in those pictures, and especially I used to sit with Mama, and I had lot of happiness, and I felt as if what is happening. I used to sit with Baba. So in the picture of the tree, Mama and Baba are sitting below the tree, and I used to sit with them, and I did not even have the attention of time at that time. So my family members used to see me, that what is he doing? And Baba always says that come to the supreme world and you feel that peace in front of Baba. So I had the same feeling with Mama. So I felt that wherever this soul is, her relatives and friends must be so happy. So I inquired about the center and where the Murli goes on. So the closest center was 31 kilometers away from my village. So I used to go to listen to Murli for 31 kilometers, and I lied in the home that I was going for Murli. I did not know much about Dadis, but I had lot of attraction for Mama and Baba. In 60 8, I wrote a letter that can I come to meet Baba. But and Didi ji, I went and I had that test. I had that test that who would be preparing food for this one. Because brother is saying I used to cook and feed everyone in the home. So there was a test that if I go to Madhuban, then who would feed them, who would cook for them. And they used to love my food because I was preparing it in Baba's remembrance. So in the beginning, whatever I was doing, whatever we do in this Brahmin childhood is with lot of love for Baba. So that was like a service, and then Baba became Avyakta in 1969, January. In 70, I got a chance to go to Madhuban. I came here for service, and as soon as I finished my study, they said, just be here and serve here. So this is the power of Gyan and Yoga. And our Gyan and Yoga is so wonderful, sometimes we can't even identify them. So in Chandigarh, I got a service. As soon as I entered, I saw that the building was so good. And at that time, I was talking to Baba. As soon as we come in knowledge, we speak to Baba all the time that Baba, we do this, Baba, I'm doing this. And at that time, I had a thought for Baba, with Baba, that Baba, I want to serve here. And I got the service there. After that, there was a terrorism that started in Punjab. So you all know that first the terrorism starts in the mind. You call it, whether in our country or in the world, there are many religions, many societies, and every religion wants freedom. And we also feel that in the world there should be only deities, there shouldn't be anyone else. So there is one logic. So this terrorism also came in front of me as well. And I had a posting during that time when terrorism was going on. And they felt that there is safety when they go with this brother. So with this Gyan and Yoga, there is safety for yourself as well as wherever you go, there is safety, because with this Gyan and Yoga, your aura saves you, your vibration saves you. So I am giving you a little introduction because this knowledge is so elevated, and really, and this is about 12 to 13 years ago, I thought that Mama is our first chief of Brahma Kumaris. There are so many centers, there are so many dadis were in the centers, Kunj Dadi or Kumarika Dadi, etc. And how did she run this big organization at that time? So you would feel that whatever awareness you have in your mind, the sanskars of that would automatically come to you. And that is called invocation as well. It is a little big word, but you just keep this in your awareness. So I was given these letters. They were very small, small letters. Mama studied in Amritsar. Her lipi was Gurumukhi, which is a Punjabi language. So as soon as I came in Madhuban in Global Hospital, so I got premature retirement and came from Chandigarh. I got in contact with senior brothers, especially Jagdish Bhai, and with his blessings, I translated 5 books from Punjabi to Hindi, and this is how these letters come to me. I would like to speak about the letters rather than these stories. And this soul becomes Mahalakshmi in this world, and Baba's elevated task, which is called the biggest event in this drama, that Shiv Baba comes in Brahma Baba's body. He gives his introduction and he teaches us Raj Yoga, and he sends us to the new world. And this is a very, very big event in the drama, and all of us souls have big parts in this drama, hero part in this drama. So Mama also has a very special part. So I would like to repeat few things, and you would remind yourself. Recently, Baba said few words in Avyakt Murli. Hey child Radhe, you are always engaged in doing elevated service like me, and you are doing the pure service, and that is why you are like me. I can't read all the letters, but I would read some. I used to read them a lot. We used to read Avyakt Murlis, we used to read Sakar and Avyakt Murlis, but I used to read these letters as well. And the most special thing in these letters was that I have read these letters with a lot of depth. She would always address these letters to all the gopis and gopis. She is a mother. And almost all the letters, in almost all the letters, Mama has written that all of you must be experiencing super sensuous joy all the time. It was there in Mama's letters. So as soon as Mama was remembering the children, she had that hope that we children stay in the super sensuous joy. I would like to read it a little bit. So, having super sensuous joy is our goal, because we belong to Baba. We are in service We are in Madhuban, and it is a beautiful part in the drama that we have got. So, just if we remember this, we get so much happiness. So, what is supersensuous joy? So, even though we comment on it that this is different from the physical happiness, so even though we say this is different than physical happiness, we need to think about what is supersensuous joy, that we serve and we get the happiness instantly. Once Mama has written that Baba has given this highest on high elevated knowledge. So if we think that our knowledge is highest on high, and if we stay in that awareness, we will feel happy. There are many letters in between that not all the souls can get this elevated knowledge. So Mama had such a great insight, great feelings of this knowledge in her mind for the children as well. So whoever used to go to Mama would bow down to her, whether it's BKs, and BKs would just go in her lap, even though they come from outside. Whatever, how much ever heavy they are by mind, they will become light in front of Mama. So what was Mama's stage? What was her internal stage? That everyone used to bow down to her. And that was that special thing that in Mama's mind, that she would see all the souls with equality. Whoever comes to her, it's the fortune if you get Mama's drishti. I have seen many brothers and sisters who have met Mama, and they used to love when they only hear about Mama, even though they are not in knowledge right now. But since they have met Mama, since they have got Mama's drishti, they are always happy hearing about Mama. So at that time, I used to think that can't we not practice that sanskar in us? Mother sanskar should be in the children. And Baba also said that in the Murli today or tomorrow, that this confluence age is the age to experience the relationship between mother and child, father and child. In golden age, we will be Sato Pradhan, we will be like the father, but the basis of that is like in the confluence age. And all her letters she would write, I hope that all of you children must be experiencing supersensuous joy. And tell me, is it like that? And there is one speciality in Mama's letter, that Mama used to have hope in all the children, and she would ask for answer. Mama used to write like this: you must be experiencing supersensuous joy. You must be decorating your garden. It is like that, isn't it? So Mama used to write letters to Dadis, and Dadis would write back, yes, Mama. And that means Mama used to have hopes in all the souls, and after having souls, she would like to have confirmation from that soul. So whatever Baba's knowledge is, Mama became an embodiment of all the knowledge. The first Mama wanted to have confirmation of whatever she was feeling for the children, whatever she was writing. She would never write why, what, why. You must be like this. Okay. Remembrance of the mother. They were not long letters. Then I really feel that this knowledge and yoga, each and elevated versions, gives us happiness, gives us pleasure. And Baba, when Baba first entered Brahma Baba's body, that I am Shiva, I am Shiva, I am the light, I am the knowledge, I am the Shiva. And Mama was the embodiment of all of that. Even though we say it is drama and everyone has a predestined role and everyone has to accept it and no one has a part that is any less. So I saw in all letters, whether they were the letters of any business, she would always write this. And secondly, Mama was saying, Mama would write the speciality of the child, whomever she was writing, and whatever she wanted to say, she would write in a one word. So there is so much difference in Mama and us children. What is the problem in our mind? Mama would praise the speciality. And one small thing, just how Mama wrote a letter to a center that you are the light of Baba's eyes, you are the beloved children of Mama. And she would say, the soap that you have bought from the market, PU hasn't liked it. And this is from 60s. So we are in the yagya, we are in the godly service. We do so much without Baba's permission. Her one letter would give so much teachings. She did not write, I did not like it. She said, PU did not like it. And at that time, they used to call Bab Dada PU. So we used to get so much teachings from Mama. So even if we wear something, even if we eat something without the permission, he doesn't like it. So our dadis, with simple Mama's direction, they would follow them accurately. Third thing that I saw in the letters, Mama used to give direction, and Mama never forced, but she had a hope in children. that this is Baba's child and he would become very pakka. So Mama must be in the awareness of the light around her, and she must be seeing others as being in the light in an angelic form. When you have this practice, you would love it. You would find it so relaxing. So if there is lot of heat around you, and if you are practicing this, you will feel coolness. So it is not light might like this electricity. Whatever Baba's light, whatever Baba's powers are, if they are the colors of virtues, if they are the colors of knowledge or powers, and that gives us so much happiness to us that don't even ask. Let me give you one example. So I was with a speaker in Chandigarh, and at that time we did not afraid about anything because we had knowledge. We had knowledge of soul, supreme soul, and Baba is with us. So we are coming back from the tour, and there were a lot of terrorist attacks. So we were being saved as well. There are a lot of stories like that, and there is one story I would like to say. There is one, so there is a pilot's car, then there are some security cars in front and back. I was not in that car at that time. So pilot and their car went very fast, and the car which I was in, there was head-on collision, and we were three in the back seat, and it is from 1989, and I had about 40 stitches in the head. I was that much injured. So we were almost unconscious because there was because of terrorist attack. So as soon as I opened the eyes, there were sisters standing in front of us, and I told them, how do you know that this has happened to us? Even though you were unconscious, you would say, bring my sisters, this is the number. So I had no disappointment for the accident, and in fact I was happy that Baba gave me a test that what is going on in this one's mind. So I was reading Mama's letter. Mama wrote in one letter that if Maya comes to you, you are fortunate, because then you would work hard to conquer Maya, and that's such a big thing. And this is a letter from Lucknow from 1961. Beloved Savitri, you must be living in a super sensuous joy. I have read this letter so many times, and I understand that we have this goal in our life to have super sensuous joy. See, beloved Savitri, the test papers would come, and how much ever test papers would come, you would feel fortunate. If we are following Baba's directions, how you are following, and since you have goal to follow Baba's directions, and I have the hope that you are and you will be following Baba's directions. And Mama would write in such a way that she would have to write back to Mama, yes, it is like that. So, it is Father's order that always see the Father, and there is always a good hope for everyone. So what is knowledge? So when you have good wishes for each other, is the knowledge. And tell me, sweet Savitri, do you like Mama's talks? You are the head of Lucknow, so you can follow this. So as soon as you read this Mama's letters, you should have goosebumps, because they are so beautiful letters. Mama has written a brother named Bhai. You must be experiencing super sensuous joy, but how far have you got to how far have you got in your effort? Why aren't you not becoming like the full helper of the Father? So we say whatever the Dadi you say, whatever Didi you say, but Mama writes, that it is a subtle work to pay off our subtle bondages. This is a very subtle thing. So do we wait for the service to come, or do we just do it? So if you perform any action, unlawfully, and this is a letter to Dadi Kumarika from 1961. So there was a problem in Mirzapur center, and Mama is saying, I got the news because our because Baba's task doesn't work without having obstacles, because with obstacles Baba gives powers.
कुछ भी हम कार्य करते हैं ना बेकायदे, इसलिए मिर्जापुर आप रूबरू गए थे, बाबूजी वहाँ जालान बाबूजी थे उस समय.
So you went to Mirzapur center face to face, and that is that
वहाँ के जिज्ञासु आदि को देखा होगा.
you must have seen the students there. So if the invitations you are getting it from are not following lawful, not doing lawful actions, then you can reject the invitation.
इसके बाद फिर मम्मा कई पत्रों में ऐसा लिखती थी, लाडली कुंज प्रीत याद प्यार बात समाचार कि आप मौज.
Mama used to write, beloved Kunj Dadi, you are experiencing super sensuous joy. You must be busy in your center service. You must be decorating your garden. Yad pyar to all, everyone. And the news is, so you must be increasing the fragrance from the spirituality. So all Mama's letters were like how the soul should be elevated, the physical things were just for the sake of an instrument. So physical work was just being an instrument to write a letter, but Mama's goal was to elevate the souls by writing. So Mama wrote once, we are becoming beggar to prince. We have not become prince yet. So Mama wrote in a letter, so I had signaled you from Delhi that don't get any advantage from anyone. And this is a bondage of karma. And there is disadvantage in that. So if you take any advantage, from anyone, they should have the thoughts for you, which is not good. It is a different thing to get someone's cooperation, but don't get anyone's advantage. And if you follow that, you would stay in super sensuous joy.
ये पत्र है सिटी सेंटर, मुझे लगता है ये बेंगलोर में सिटी सेंटर था। सिटी सेंटर निवासी गोप गोपियों प्रति याद प्यार बात समाचार कि आप मौज में
So this
होंगे।
was a letter
मेरे सुख की
to Bangalore center. You must be experiencing super sensuous joy. You must be moving ahead in this life.
थकावट भी आती है,
There must be some
थकना भी माया
tiredness,
का रूप है।
but to get tired is also
माया का
a
रूप है।
form of Maya.
पुरुषार्थ में चुस्ती रखते चलना निशानी
Have the
ऊंच प्रारब्ध बनाने
alertness in making effort.
होता जाएगा।
Now there will be visions very soon
कौन है
that
नाम सत याद प्यार
who are these fortunate ones and lot of yad
ये
pyar.
समय की बात है जैसे ना
This is
अच्छा मतलब
the
सौभाग्यशाली
time
और
of at the end.
भाग्यशाली और सौभाग्यशाली।
So who is fortunate and who is multi-million times fortunate.
आप इस अविनाशी नॉलेज से लाइट माइट को प्राप्त करके
And there is another letter. You must be
सेवा में लगे
getting light and might from this knowledge, and you must be serving
अपना निवासी
with lot of enthusiasm.
इस नॉलेज से अतीन्द्रिय सुख में जीवन का अनुभव करते जाते हो ना। ये मेरी
So
बात
are
पत्रों में मैंने
you follow, are you experiencing super sensuous joy in this life, in this Brahmin life? So you should ask yourself to this. Maya must be giving you obstacles, but you must be moving ahead.
एक बांकीपुर निवासी कहीं बिहार या यूपी में कहीं गोप गोपियां प्रति याद प्यार बात
So there is
समाचार
another
अतीन्द्रिय
letter.
सुख में जीवन बनाने के पूरे यत्न में
Gops
चलते रहते
and
होंगे।
gopis, you must be experiencing super sensuous joy. My beloved children, you are not tired
प्रयास जरूर
following this path, aren't you?
समर्थ का साथ मिला है तो
So you have found the company of the
हिम्मत रख चलना भी तो आसान है।
most powerful one.
आसान है
So
ना?
it is
तो वो ऐसा
easy
ठीक है ना?
to conquer Maya with his company. Is it
मुश्किल नहीं
easy?
कह सकते नहीं, क्योंकि सर्व समर्थ बाप हमें मिला है। अच्छा हर एक अपने नाम से ही पत्र पढ़ना सुनना और सबको याद प्यार देना।
So give my remembrance to all of
कुछ
you.
नाम भी लिखे, काफ़ी पत्र हैं बहुत सारे, समय हो रहा है।
So there is one more letter, brother is saying.
ये 57 का है।
This is a letter from 57.
पिता त्रिमूर्ति परमात्मा शिव के प्यारे राम जी याद प्यार बात समाचार।
So beloved child of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul,
31 का दूसरा 1/8 का लिखा हुआ।
we have found 2 letters,
पत्र से मदद
and
करना है, बाकी तो आप ईश्वरीय अतीन्द्रिय सुख में रहते ही होंगे।
and you must be
आपको पूर्ण निश्चय है
getting our response, but you also must be experiencing the super sensuous joy.
मोस्टली आप रहते
You are the child of God.
तो हमें ये
Is it
सोचना और ये
right?
चीज़ें मजबूर करती हैं कि यही बात है, हम संगम युग की जो प्राप्ति जो गोल है ये हमारे पास इस
So
अनुभव
the
की
goal
नहीं
of the confluence age is to experience super sensuous joy.
प्यारी गोपियाँ प्रभु प्रत्यक्ष आए पधारे हैं।
Beloved gopis, God has incarnated.
53 अपनी नई दुनिया में ले चलने लिए फिर
He-
कैसे तैयार बैठी हो चलेगी ना।
He
भले अपने अपने
He is going to
को भी साथ
take
ले
us
चलने का
to the new
संदेश दे
world.
देना।
So you
इस
will
पुरानी
go
भिखारी
with
युगल दुनिया से
you would go, won't you?
भिखारी
You
युगल
can
दुनिया से
also
ट्रांसफर हो नई सत्युगी युगल दुनिया में
transform
चलेंगे ना।
your companion or your yugal and
देखेंगे कि आप
go
अपनी प्यारी
along.
गोपियाँ अपने साथियों ब्रैकेट में पतियों सहित
So you
क्या respond
gopis I want to see what do you respond with your husbands.
प्यारली गोपियां प्रभु बैकुंठ नाथ ने भी संन्यास धारण किया है। यहाँ मम्मा ने
So
बैकुंठ
one
नाथ कौन है? ब्रह्मा।
So Brahma has
बैकुंठ नाथ ने भी
also
संन्यास धारण किया है, तो जरूर बैकुंठ चलने वालों को
is
भी
also observing
तो संन्यास
sannyas.
करना होगा ना।
So those who are going to go with him would also have to follow this sannyas. If you don't have courage,
होते रहना
uh,
भयानक विनाश का समय होगा।
if you don't have courage but still
योग यथाशक्ति
keep
अनुसार
yoga in your
बताया
intellect, and you will be saved
हमारे से बहुत
when
भक्ति से उनको जिनका यथा योग
the time of destruction comes according to yoga and number wise. You have to be completely yog yukt.
जितना समझना हो समझ लेना, यही समझ है। अच्छा सर्व को याद किया, जितना भी समझ सकते इसकी गहराई, जैसे ना अनएंडिंग, मतलब कह सकते
You understand how much you can understand.
तो ये कुछ पत्र जैसे मैंने सोचा कि हमारे अपने जीवन से अपनी अवस्था के साथ संबंधित हैं। मैंने मम्मा के वो कुछ
So these are some letters that I have translated from Mama's diary from Punjabi to Hindi.
पढ़ते ही मुझे बहुत जैसे ना आपको भी लगा होगा ये
You must be following that happiness, that pleasure after reading these letters.
समय मिला तो और भी बहुत गहराई है इन पत्रों में,
There are
बहुत गहराई।
lot of depths in these letters,
तो कैसे सेंटरों पर क्या क्या मतलब अपने इतनी बड़ी बड़ी डायरियाँ, इतने अभिषेक,
and how she used to handle
तो मम्मा का ही कहेंगे पुण्य
all the centers.
किसी का नहीं है। तो इसको स्मृति में लाना ही सचमुच मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
So to get all these things in awareness make me so happy. There are so many centers, there are so much business going on. Baba is getting revealed.
जी
Om Shanti.
नहीं, ओनली पत्र डायरी में। ये भी पत्र जैसे मम्मा जैसे अव्यक्त होंगे तो कुछ पत्र मधुबन में आए होंगे, कई पत्र तो कईयों के पास अभी भी हो सकते हैं। तो जो पत्र आए थे 100 के करीब थे, तो उन्होंने मतलब ट्रांसलेट करके रखे हुए हैं।
There were about 100 letters
करते होंगे कहीं ना कहीं।
that I have translated. Brother is sharing. Okay, Om Shanti.
कैसे करें हम